Why is he following us? We didn't do anything, man.
Wanna be a baller, shot collar, 20 is great. Collar, get tonight. Switch from roll tight, got spray behind.
Did he just point at us to pull over?
Highway, making money the flyway.
Ah, thank you. He pulled off on a side street. Dude, I bet that cop was fuming he could give us a ticket, man. He's so mad. I saw him yelling out the window. Woo! Bruh.
Ran away, yeah.
That's pretty good. I thought that was funny. Anyway, we're live, just so y'all know.
You put that live.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I thought that was funny. All right, so meet your other page. I thought it was funny. It was a quick little video. And I was like, thinking of Blue. I was like, I see Blue doing that shit. Like, God damn it, dude, get the fuck out of the way. Anyway, hey YouTube, what's up?
Now everything's lagging. Damn it, on my end.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute after you do that. All right, it'll take a minute since we were screen shared and stuff for everybody's stuff to catch up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday night edition of the TR Prepper Show. And anyway, here we are. I almost that close to not doing it tonight. Not because I'm so sad about R.I.P, just because I just wasn't in the mood for it. Well, I guess I had something to do with it. I was pissed. But anyway, that's why I kind of changed the name up to the Rest in Peace to R.I.P, because it still, even now, after a day, I had to run to the store right quick a few minutes ago, and I don't hear R.I.P. It's fucking depressing. It's like, damn it. Anyway. Fucking raccoons and possums. Holy shit. Those are some vicious killers. I don't give a damn how cute they look. Those are some vicious, cold-blooded fucking killers. So never cry a tear if you run over one or shoot one.
They just attack to attack? Like, they don't eat everything, do they?
That's why I figured it was coons, because one hen was missing totally. One hen was just missing her head, and R.I.P was just missing his head. And everything I've read, if the heads are missing, it was coons. They'll take the heads first, and then they'll come back later for the bodies. The first chickens I ever lost, that's what happened. I had a pen full of chickens that were just all their heads were missing. Like, what the fuck was that? So,
yeah, those coons are hard on chickens. First time we tried to have chickens here, I went out one night, 11 o'clock, with a flashlight and a Ruger 1022. I shot 10 of them, all of them around the chicken coop.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's not really a lot you can do with it, because your pen, if I heard right, you had it double wired, and they still got in.
Yeah, they just constantly are digging and pulling and tugging at it. You know, I mean, it's like I do laps around it when I think they got in, and keep patching. And, you know, when I built the pen, I put a 2x4 down on ground level, put the chicken wire, you know, on the outside and the inside, and then dug it into the ground. But you know, over the years, it starts rotting away, it starts rusting or whatever, and they keep tugging and tugging at it. all four corners constantly are pulling at it, and they keep finding a hole or a weak spot and getting through it.
Well, Frank put something out there pretty decent. Could you put a couple strands of electric fencing around it, like one like 3 inches off the ground, and maybe another one like 6 inches or a foot?
Yeah. I was talking to the guys on the Farmageddon.com website, and definitely that is the next step. And like I said in the video, I'm going to rip down what I got and just rebuild from the ground up. And I'm going to put electric fence around it. I think that is the best way to go. Put it on the high and low, put a few inches off the fence and just go around it with an electric wire and see if it goes. Because mainly at the ground levels where they come after them, but they will come after them on the top level too. So if you try to have chickens, critters will come after your animals, period. I don't care what kind of animals you got. If you live somewhat in the country, holy crap at the damn predators. I've killed enough foxes, possums, and coons to fill up a truck a few times.
And they just keep fucking coming back.
And they keep coming back. It's like the some bitches come from miles away. It's like, how many do I kill and they're still coming? How many freaking possums and coons are in the damn woods? I killed 5 coons one night standing in one spot. Literally. I just, with a 22 flashlight, spotlighting in the trees, just kept turning and shooting. Killed 5 fucking coons in 10 minutes, standing in one freaking spot, and they keep coming. It's like, holy shit.
No doubt on that.
I just kept spotlighting in the woods. It was like, holy shit, there's another one. Damn, there's another one. There's another one. And give it about a week, another onslaught would come.
I'm thinking
getting on the prepper bandwagon or let's be a prepper channel for a minute. If you think you can kill a few people and ward off the rest, no, you can't. you can't even keep freaking coons from coming onto your property, much less fucking people.
Shooting with Uncle Dan did a subsonic 22. I'm just going to have to check those out in hollow points. I think I would disturb the neighbors a little bit less at night, keeping the coons out of the chickens.
Okay, on the 22s, I've done some tests on this. It's a wonder I don't have any on hand here. Much shit I got laid on behind me. Look for standard velocity 22s. Don't seek out subsonic 22s. Just look for regular 22 long rifle. And the reason I say that is a lot of subsonics won't cycle a semi-automatic, but if you get standard velocity, they are subsonic and they will cycle a semi-automatic. Like if you can get the CCI black box and it just says standard velocity long rifle,
yeah,
they're subsonic and they'll cycle a 1022, a Ruger Mark II semi-automatic pistol or whatever, and they're still subsonic. A lot of subsonics, they push them down to about 700 feet per second or whatever, and they won't cycle a semi-automatic. Just so you'll know.
I remember one night I got home from work at about 3 o'clock in the morning. And like a lot of country rednecks, we burn our garbage, like garbage. Every now and again, like a piece of food will end up in there or something. But I'd been having massive problems with possums. So it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I forget when I got off, but it was somewhere in that area. I pull in my driveway and my headlights come. There's 2 possums right in my little burn pit. So I freaking throw the cruiser into park and I jump out. And then we were carrying the, is it the Ruger 40? I forget what it was, like a P something. I forget what it was, but I freaking jump out, freaking offload 5 rounds. Bam, bam, bam. Killed that one. The other one started running. So bam, bam, as it hit the woods. And I'm like, damn it, I missed that one. And I'm kind of swearing to myself and cussing a little bit. All the neighborhood lights started coming on. And it was like, oh, fuck, that was not smart.
That's why I was asking the question about subsonic. Yeah, a little bit quieter.
Yeah.
Well,
that 40 put a crack off.
If these right here, a few years ago, I had never seen them. But when the ammo scare was coming out, Walmart had one of those Black Fridays sales or whatever, and they were pushing these.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not fucking focusing, but it says if you look at it, I know you can't see it out there, but it says standard velocity. These are just regular 22 long rifle standard velocity. These are subsonic. They're like around 1,000, 1,050 feet per second. So even if you don't have a suppressor, you don't get the sonic little boom with them. I mean, if you shoot these through a any kind of rifle, lever action, 1022, Marlin 60, whatever, they're pretty damn quiet, even without a suppressor. Just for anybody out there. Not that I really give a damn, but I'm just saying.
For those of you that have neighbors close that you care about.
Yeah, for those that, try not to wake up the neighbors at midnight, find some standard. And the only reason I push those is just because they'll work any kind of a semi-automatic, because most of us have semi-automatic 22s. And you can just pow, 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 pow. And you don't get the sonic boom.
Yeah, even just thinking about, on the prepper side of the house, you don't get that sonic crack, and you can shoot small game a whole lot quieter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, even without a suppressor, it's amazing how quiet. If you shoot a subsonic 22 through a rifle, it's amazing how quiet it is. You don't have to get the CB rounds or whatever. I mean, yeah, it makes a little noise, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to carry over, to the next freaking county. Because if it's in the middle of the night and you shoot a 22, a normal high velocity 22, that shit echoes forever. Yeah,
Looking at old Uncle Dan's comment. Yep, been there, done that at least twice a year. Love that neighbor firing off the old 30-06 at 3 a.m.
Well, now if it's New Year's Eve or 4th of July, I hear gunshots all through the night around here. You'll hear, you can hear a little, the distant, boom, boom, crack, crack, crack. Da, 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 da. Okay, somebody shooting a gun. And I can't say nothing because I've done it too.
On weekends, it sounds like a regular war zone here. And I ain't talking about me shooting. It's all the neighbors around me.
I can't say locations, and I can't verify that I'm 100% accurate on this. But I've been at 2 people's houses in the last year. I'm not saying that they were illegal, because for anybody that does not know, it is possible to own a full automatic.
Oh yeah.
Rifle. You just have to go through the process and stuff. I am incorrect, because I've always said you had to have a class 3 or 4 license. Actually, you just have to go through the same process as you do to have a silencer to
Yeah,
own
that's what I was going to say. I think it is the same as a suppressor. You just get the stamp.
Yeah, you just gotta get the stamp. But I've been to 2 people's houses. I'm not naming, I'm not claiming, and maybe I misheard, but I've been at 2 different places in the last year, and all of a sudden I was like turned around, I'm like, that was full auto. It was like, well, fuck. All right. So there's some good guys over there. And like I said, they probably were perfectly legal, because I did not know this. But all you got to do is get a tax stamp, just like a suppressor. Yeah. Armament and Axis. That's all you got to do is get a $200 tax stamp, and you can get a fucking full auto freaking gun.
Yeah, the hard part is finding one.
Yeah, you may have to pay $10,000 for that full auto gun, but you get $200 tax stamp, you're allowed to get it.
$10,000 is one for a burnout barrel, and it needs a lot of work.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I think I've said it before. We have that full auto AR at work. That's just fucking stupid.
Yeah,
it's stupid. I mean, it's fun to say, hey, look, we got a full auto, but what the fuck? Unless you're in a full out retreat and or full out assault, and you don't care what you're hitting, that thing's stupid.
I've shot a M16 full auto, and it's like the only tactical, and not that it has to be tactical, but the only reason ever to flip over to full auto is you're getting your ass kicked, and you either on just 100% onslaught trying to keep somebody's head down, or you're running for your fucking life, because in 3 seconds you done dumped a mag.
Yep.
It's like you can't feed it enough mags to make it effective.
It might be fun, but it's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's fun fucking around with it when you're not being attacked, but when you seriously, when I was in training and flipped the full auto and seen how fast you dumped a mag, is like, okay, in this situation, I could see where this would be an advantage, just trying to keep people's heads down. But, you know, other than that, and that's when you got a whole platoon like fucking unloading, it makes sense, it works. But just as an individual, you're spraying and praying, and for a few seconds, it's very effective. For a few seconds. And that's it. Damn fat man. You got to blast your way out of a Sasquatch orgy. Yeah, suppressive fire. I mean, like I said, for suppressive fire, that's what it's made for. If you got a squad of men, not even a platoon, just to say a squad, and you're kind of alternating people unloading, it's very, very effective. But as an individual, it's just Folks stupid.
Yeah, you don't get put much past either, 2 or 3 round bursts.
Yeah. You ain't gonna hit shit with it. But you'll fucking spray the hell out of an area.
I mean, at least with the 3-round burst, you have enough time and to get back in control of sight picture, target acquirement. The 3-round burst is, I can see that more than full auto. I mean, that's.
And I think it went away from, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think it did away with the 3-fire burst. I think it went back to select fire, just full auto or semi. I don't know if they were having mechanical issues or what, but and I could be wrong on that, but something I was reading one time here the last couple of years, I think they shied away from that. I don't know that it was like I said, a mechanical issue or what. And I could see them having a mechanical issue with that. You added elements to make your gun fail.
Now I know why old Uncle Dan's putting out videos just about every day. He's doing nothing but sleeping and watching YouTube when he's at work. I'd love to get down there to Texas to go down there hog hunting.
That would be fun.
Okay, Armament says military went back to full auto. 3-round worked fine, though. I've never fired a 3-round burst M16. We didn't have them. They had them in the military when I was in Desert Storm, but we didn't have them. Our M16 were just semi, full auto. That's the only 2 options we had. Luckily, I'd never gotten a firefight to try them out, but being a mechanic, I can see I can see how a 3-round burst could have more problems than a full auto semi. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't have problems with them. But it's a ratcheting mechanism, and hell, I hope it worked flawless. I do. But I see it failing. And in war, you don't want anything to fail. That's why everything's so robust, so simple. A monkey with a hammer can fix anything.
Now, I don't know military guns that well, and it's probably a fake picture, but I saw a meme came across the other day, and it said it was North Korea's military, and it was looked like a semi-automatic rifle. It was a big-ass thing, but the fucking magazine went in the top. Is that an actual gun?
Yeah.
The English had something like that in World War II.
Yeah, there were several guns out of World War II that had a magazine that fed from the top. Yeah.
Right in your sight picture.
Well, I guess they figured at that point it really doesn't matter your sight picture, just kind of point and shoot.
Yeah, just look where the dust keeps coming up on the ground and adjust your fire.
Right.
Daggone it. I got to go get my phone here. I'm getting chewed out.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Well, it started raining yet again here in Northwest PA. So if it starts interfering with the mic, like it starts picking it up with me not talking, let me know and I'll mute.
Okay. Yeah, it's the rainy season. I think we're a little bit late And April showers bring May flowers, and April decided to come in about half a month late, I guess. Because I know in the South, it's been raining for the last week or two every freaking day.
Yep.
We may have like 4 or 5 hours where it don't rain, and then it pours down rain.
Yep.
Oh, we got 3 inches last night and another 5 this afternoon. And now it's just drizzling down easy. I think I'm going to lose all my tomato plants.
Yeah, Tool Monkey out there, he gave me a couple of peanut plants, and he told me they don't like a lot of water, so they're still in the little Dixie cups he gave me in, because I'm afraid to put them out because it keeps raining. I'm like, I'm afraid to plant them, but at the same time, I'm thinking before I go to work in the next few days, I'm just going to go ahead and stick them in the ground just because they're probably outgrowing the little Dixie cups. I'm not going to do a big garden like I have in the past, though. I didn't even do a garden last year, but I'm going to try this year. I'm going to try to grow a few things. And down here in South Carolina, we have such a long growing season. I know it seems late, but it doesn't get cold until October. So we have a long growing season.
Yeah,
so I'm not feeling too bad about it.
Yeah, I'm just getting my plants in, and I'm watching other channels there where they're already picking ripe tomatoes and beans. But they're sweating.
Yeah, I gave up this year as well. The first year I did a garden, I don't know if it was just beginner's luck or the ground was just perfect. I had tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, strawberries, zucchini, squash, peas. I mean, I had everything everywhere. The next year, I had less tomatoes, still had a shitload of zucchini, squash, and cucumbers. And then last year, I didn't have a goddamn thing. And I didn't change anything up. I mean, I still put the fertilizer on the field. And whenever I say fertilizer, I mean manure. Or on the garden, I did everything the same way. And I couldn't get it to fucking work. And I think last year was just too wet. Because last year was bad too.
Yeah, I'm watching a thing here about where you should plant during certain phases of the moon. I guess that's how the old timers had done it.
Yeah.
Oh.
One thing's for sure, I do not have a green thumb. But I know right now I'm scared to plant anything because it's raining every freaking day, and they're calling for rain for the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and rainwater is great for a garden, but until it's established, I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah, you get too much in there, your tomato plants just rot. What I want to know is, can you get tobacco seeds without having to get some kind of federal stamp?
Yeah, I think you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my buddy Tool Monkey out there, he grows tobacco. I think you got to get a stamp if you start selling it.
Okay, because I don't want to sell it. I just want to have my own. Well, Tool Monkey, he almost got real lucky. CZ, they sent me some new mags. And I mean, it only took them a week to replace them. And I mean, it was great. But when I went and got the box, the FedEx guy brought me 2 boxes. And one box was my stuff, and the other box was 3 30-round Scorpion mags and a 20-round Scorpion mag. I called them up hoping that they would say, yeah, hey, keep them, whatever. I was thinking, I was hoping it's like I was going to go do a little fake giveaway and send him the tool monkey because I know he's got one.
I got one too.
Oh, hey, Pops.
What's up, Pops?
How are you, sir?
What's going on, y'all? I ain't been on one of your chats in a long time. I figured I was like getting kind of distant here. I better jump in here and say hi to everybody.
Tell everybody said hi.
Kelly says hi.
Hey, Callie.
Hello.
She said you need a haircut. What's happening?
SoCal's got a link out there too. If you look at your, I sent it Big Meat Sunday Google link thingamajig. SoCal, get your ass in here.
Yeah, now I'm just let everybody know if you're talking current events or politics, I'm not up on none of that. I have to say that every time I come in one of these because I know you guys talk about a lot of that stuff, and I have no clue what's going on. I literally don't watch the news. I do know there was another school shooting, but I have no idea of anything, details or nothing. So
Now we're just talking like guns, chickens, and dogs and shit like that.
well, I hear you. Was sorry to hear about old El Ray, man. That was, but you know what? I had those chickens in the back of my shop for a long time, and they ended up getting killed too. So it's a part of owning chickens, you know.
Yeah, it sucks. It's a constant freaking battle. I mean, it was like I was at war every night trying to keep those bastards safe. And no matter what I done, I would still slip up. I'd miss something, some little corner of the damn pen that was a weak spot, and something would get in. I bet I've lost 30 chickens at least.
Yeah, no, and not to make light of it, but everybody loves chicken. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in a serious way. I mean, they're part of the food chain, which kind of sucks because once you get that flock working good together and the rooster and the hens and all that, I mean, then all of a sudden they're wiped out and you got to start over. So It sucks. I feel for you. All right, I'll be right there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bail for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Now, TR, have you thought about actually making like a shack out of wood? I mean, that's what we have at the farm, and it still happens. It's very rare, though, that something gets into it.
Well, I mean, I got the coop, and when I first started with them, what I would do is at night after they went into the coop, I would lock up the coop, and but then I laxed off and wouldn't lock the coop up. And a lot of the chickens I lost during the day when I was free ranging. I love letting the chickens free range, and I wish I could do that. But I found out that that's a mistake. And unless you're standing there with them, you can't really free range because fucking hawks, dogs, whatever, we get them. And what's weird is I bet for damn near a year I free ranged and didn't have any problems. But once the predators figured out that there was chickens up here at my place, the onslaught has not stopped. It's like they got their own little internet websites going on. They're like, okay, yeah, TR Prepper, there's chickens there, there's guineas, there's whatever. It's a buffet. All you got to do is get in. And once it started, it has not stopped. But for like a year, I was like, oh, look, I can just free range all the chickens and they're great and blah, blah, blah. You know, I literally would get up, open the pen up, go to work, come back damn near 14 hours later and just close the door for a year. But once the predators figured out they were there, no matter how many I killed, they would not stop coming. And they haven't stopped yet.
There you go. Bald and Curious put something good out there. You need to get yourself a sheepdog. One that you know is not going to attack the chickens, but it's going to lay the hell into something else.
See, a dog, I can't do a dog. I've tried to have dogs, but there again, I'm gone. When I work, I'm gone 14 hours a day. On my days off, especially now, I'm over at Sonia's. I'm not here, period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only here a few
listen,
hours a day when I work.
Listen,
And
if you really love your chickens, here's what you do. Since you're not there a whole lot, just give them the keys of your house. Let them stay in your house. I mean, hell, they could even host the chats from now on. I mean, you don't even have to come around here. It would just they'd be safe that way. They got all your guns. I mean, shit would be perfect.
Yeah, we got a good point there. Good point.
I look back at that movie called. Y'all watch that movie Chicken Run? I don't watch movies, but it's like a cartoon movie for kids. You know, is it called Chicken Run? Was that what it was called?
Yeah, I've seen it.
He gets in trouble and then he tries walking.
Right.
Yeah, I've had people try to push dogs on me and stuff. And I just, for anybody that has a dog, you realize a dog needs a certain amount of attention. And like I said, days I work, I'm gone 14 hours a day. And then days I don't work, I leave. I'm not even here. Dogs need attention. I can't have a dog. I've tried to have a dog, but a dog needs a certain amount of attention, and I can't give a dog attention. And I'm not going to, and I don't have a fence, so I'm not going to chain a dog up in the yard. I just can't have a dog, period.
Well, maybe, just maybe, Sonya needs chickens.
Well, yeah, but that's another discussion. What's up, SoCal?
How's it going, boys?
Hey, Calvin.
Good to see you guys. TR, man.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
And Patty sends her condolences as well.
It sucks not walking outside and hearing that damn rooster.
It's going to be strange.
It
having,
is.
I mean, like I said in the comments, it's super cool that, and I don't know if maybe it's too soon. I don't know how emotionally attached you were to this guy, but you have literally hundreds and hundreds of videos that will memorialize the El Rey that was, and we can always go back and watch those. But you know,
Immortal. He is immortal.
Literally, he will live forever on the tube that will be you.
Yeah, El Rey was actually, I have to go back and look at the videos, but he was going on 3 or 4 years old. His hind, I don't even know what they call it, but that back claw or whatever the hell they call it. What is it?
Spur.
Yep. That's but he had a spur about that fucking long on the back of his damn leg. I mean, he was getting up there. My first one was Charlie. If you really go back, my first rooster was Charlie, and El Rey replaced him. But Charlie didn't live as long as El Rey. But El Rey was getting up there. But he was somewhat aggressive, but he wasn't an asshole. Charlie was kind of an asshole. But El Rey was pretty cool. He was a beautiful bird and loved to interrupt me in my videos, and I will always appreciate that. Going back and looking at my videos.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny thing because I was telling Patty, TR lost his rooster today. It's fucking horrifying. I can't imagine. And she's like, it's a fucking chicken. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You have no fucking idea. You don't understand. And I looked up the Rock Island. Or was it Rock? Is it Rock Island, right? The
Rock
breed
Island
of
rooster, yeah. That's what it was.
So I Googled it and showed her a picture. She's like, oh my God, it's beautiful. And I'm like, see?
Yeah, he was a He was a mix. He was an Easter egger. I see somebody out there, Trev, was asking what kind of rooster was he. He was an Easter egger. Not that he laid eggs, but he had green legs, and he was a mix. So he just had like, I mean, I know I didn't show him much in my videos, but there's a few videos. One of them I just named just for the hell of it, just to piss off YouTube. I named it My Awesome Cock or something like that. I'm just showing El Ray. He was a gorgeous, he was like a show rooster. I should have took him to fucking, shows or something like that, the damn farm shows or something. And I got him through Tractor Supply. He was just one of those freaking little chicks that you didn't know what the fuck it was.
You scored.
Yeah, it's like a crapshoot. You just get a bunch of them, and you don't even know if they're male, female, or what.
Yep.
Well, take your time, figure out what you want to do, figure out the whole timing thing, and if you are going to be gone that long, build a little fortress and just let them stay in there. That's it.
Yeah. I'm going to rebuild the coop because chicken wire, it just ain't strong enough. Fucking raccoons and possums rip through chicken wire. That shit ain't strong enough.
You got to use hardware cloth. That heavy gauge square shit. I mean, I'm guessing, but
yeah. Well, I'm thinking what we call hog wire. That's what I need to encase the whole pen in hog wire, and then put a layer of chicken wire over top of that or under it, whatever.
You should get them one of them underground bunkers, man.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Must be some expensive eggs, man.
Well, I know Midas, he's been having his problems too. I've been seeing on the farmageddon.com website. He's having his battles too with them predators.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those some bitches are just relentless.
Yeah, chicken and duck, man, it tastes good. That's just the bottom line. Unfortunately, it's a way of life, But like he said on farmageddon.com on the forum there, at least it was a thing of nature, and it wasn't from your neglect or doing something stupid. It's just kind of the way things go,
Yeah.
You hate to lose them, but I mean, if you got to lose them, at least you didn't stop feeding them and they starve to fucking death or something. I mean, but you know what I'm saying, not to make light of it, but it is a part of.
Oh yeah. I get it. Well, hell, like I said, now that I have a girlfriend, which is kind of like fucking foreign to me, I'll be spending the night over her house, and I'll get up 7 o'clock in the morning, run home, feed the chickens, and then run back or drive. Excuse me.
Well,
don't take it literal. And drive back before she even get out of bed. And it's like, well, I got to feed the fucking chickens.
I remember when we were up at Lake Jacassi and you were camping with us, and one morning you're like, I got to go tend to the chickens. I'll be back. So I don't know how far a drive that was. I don't think it was that far, but still,
Well, you try to take care of them,
Yeah. Yeah, I got to talk to you about this year, man. We're going to be back up there. I'll have to see if you and Sonya want to come visit for a day or something.
Well, give me a heads up, dude. Just give me a heads up, and I'll make arrangements, no doubt.
Blue, what's been happening with you, man? I don't see a whole lot of videos from you, man. What's going on?
No, I have not been making hardly fucking any videos.
Unless there's a car on fire or you're setting up a swimming pool, you don't make no videos. What's going on?
No, I don't know. I hate setting up a goddamn camera to go out and shoot the sight in a gun or do something stupid like that. And it's like, I literally have nothing nothing new going on that is YouTube worthy. So I just kind of show up Tuesdays, and that's about it.
Yeah, and I rarely. And Tuesday's kind of an odd day for me, so I usually miss you. But yeah, hunting season and pool setting up and car fires, and that's your fucking deal, man. That's
Yeah, it's
I can count on that.
I got that market locked down.
Well, Blue, I think you lost touch with. I think you got numb to the whole YouTube experience. You don't have to have any content to do a video. You just turn the camera on and just make a video, and it don't have to be about anything. It does not have to have a subject matter. It just make a video just to be making a fucking video.
Yeah.
At least that's what I see on my feed.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
the
you,
more
I got a
nonsense
can.
bullshit, the better. You know, really.
I got a can of WD-40 sitting in front of me. I'll do a review video on it tomorrow.
I'll just light the bitch on fire at night. I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, come on. What?
Yeah, hair removal.
There we go.
Yeah, that would be a nice video. Like, so how do I cut my hair?
This is how I shave my head. We'll let's speed that up, but and TR, I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but we've been kind of covering this for the last 2 weeks, so I'm going to breeze through this very quickly, guys, because a lot of you out in the side comments have been aware. 2 weeks ago, we were on TR's chat, and we were kind of showcasing pets and stuff. I think it was, oh, hell, the reloading guy, Hot Pocket, or not.
Hot Pocket.
That's his name now.
Hot Pocket.
We were all showcasing our dogs and stuff, and then last week I had made the update that I'd take my canine partner to the vet because I thought he had a stroke. And just real quick, I'm not going to get into any details or anything, but just to let everybody know, Friday I did have to put him down, so that sucks.
Damn.
Sorry, Blue Man.
No, it
Sorry,
sucks, but I knew it was coming.
Yeah, quality of life. It's all about quality of life.
Right.
What's I can't even say amazing, but you were kind of seeing it coming, Blue. And we were talking about this before I went live. Blue was talking about, because I mean, we're talking about his partner, his fucking partner out on the field with him, and it still seems kind of quick, but I remember when you talked about his retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And him hanging out and being on in the chats, you every once in a while you'd swing the camera over there and show them, and then like boom, you had to put them down. I mean, as fucked up as it is, at the same time, wow,
yeah,
wow.
And in the fun, it's not the comical thing, funny thing. I don't care what you want to call it. Literally, he retired on Cinco de Mayo of 2017. So we just had Cinco de Mayo here, and then it was like 2 weeks later. So but that's you're always warned that after you retire a dog, you're lucky if they last another year, because you don't take them to work, you're not around them, and they just feel like, well, shit, what did I do wrong? And and they just steadily decline. So I'm glad that he was 13 years old, so he was older, especially for a service dog. So I'll never forget it, and it's the second one I lost, and I'm not fucking doing it again.
Yeah, no doubt. I had to put one of my animals down a couple of years ago, and both my wife and I were really upset for about months, literally. We were, we're not going to ever have pets again. We're not going to do this. The tragedy and the pain is just not worth it. Taking care of animals and all the things and yada, yada, yada. And now we have 2 more cats. And we're going to get to go through it again. Yay.
And it's like I told TR and Daniel before we went live. It was Friday whenever I had him put down, but every like he was at the vet since Sunday. Every day I went up as soon as I got off of work, and like they close at 6, I stayed there as long as I could with him. He couldn't get up. He couldn't, he couldn't do anything. He wasn't eating, that type of deal. But they kept telling me, look, this is what we think it is. He's going to get over it. He's going to get over it. Thursday, I went up, and of course we had to put him on a little stretcher, and we took him outside, and he was laying in the grass, and he seemed to be like, really wanting to do stuff. But then Friday I went up, and it was fuck. You just knew. I mean, it was like, it's like a lot of humans, they might be in ICU, and you go to visit them, and it's like, holy crap, you're setting up, you're talking to us, you're doing this, and then 5 hours later you get the call that they passed away. It's like they have that one last, hoorah that, I want to give you this last memory of us talking or us being together. But the worst part was, God, I took my kids up because I felt I had to. I mean, he's been a part of their life ever since my first kid was born. And we took them up, and they got to say the goodbyes and stuff. And that fucking sucked. That was bad.
Yeah, I imagine. Oof.
Yeah, that was rough. But my youngest one, God, he is such a, I don't want to say, he's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart of a kid. Whenever we were driving home, he's like, Dad, that was really, really sad, but I'm going to forget this, and I'm just going to remember the good times that I had with Goose, and I'm going to keep that close to my heart. And I'm like, and he's 7. And I'm like, damn, dude.
That's pretty damn good right there. That's shit right there.
Good instincts.
Almost had to pull the car over.
And the thing that sucks about pets the worst is when they're going, or they're ill, or they're hurt. At least with a human being, you can communicate. You speak the same language. You can explain and exchange information back and forth. You can say, yeah, I know. Yeah, your foot is completely destroyed and your leg is shattered. And, well, yeah, you're bleeding really profusely and you're probably going to die in the next 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But let's have an understanding. With a dog or a cat or any other pet for that matter, you can't do that. You just have to watch them. And it's just like, God, I wish you could understand how sad I am right now, or how happy I am that you're getting better, or whatever it may be. That's the hardest thing about losing an animal, is the communication just isn't like it is with a human being.
Right.
Yeah, I think it is a innocence with a pet. Because I know we all lost a lot of pets. And like I was telling Blue before we started live, I could kill a human way easier than I could kill an animal. And I've killed many animals, but a pet? Holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's well said, Tiara.
I'm still in the back of my head, in the back of my mind, you always have that, what if I was wrong? What if tomorrow he would have been eaten and getting his strength? And it's just, that's probably going to be the part that, and I'm sure it would kill. I mean, I'm sure that's what a lot of people think whenever they make that decision. But it's just, he hadn't stood up in 5 days. He hadn't eaten in 5 days. And it was just, yeah.
Nah, you did the right thing, Blue. All right, I don't want to bring everybody down, but
let's go.
Don't know, I lost my wife to cancer, and she was in a coma, and it was to the point to where her family were like, we should give her IV. We should do this. But her body had shut down. Once the body has shut down, I don't care if it's a dog, a human, cat, whatever. Once their body shuts down, it's almost selfish because you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for them. They have already shut down. I probably shouldn't have gone there, but anyway.
But yeah,
No,
I totally get what you're saying, dude. And
it's emotional time. It's hard to be rational, but you're absolutely right.
yeah, we did the same thing with my father, and as well as the last pet that I had. And to be honest with you, it was way, and it sounds crazy and it sounds insane, but it was easier to do it to my father than it was to my cat. And that sounds totally crazy, but the reality is I got to go up and see him. I got to hold his hand, and I was there when he passed, and it was nowhere near as an emotional experience as it was having to take my cat to the vet to say, go ahead and just put it down, because this is not the quality of life that any animal with a beating heart and a living brain deserves. So yeah, I totally get it.
Tough, man. The dog I had for so many years, I had a vet. I was like, yeah, we're getting to that point with this dog. And he was like, man, I'll come to your house and everything. And it was a great service. They'd come to the house. Fuck, I had the hole dug in the backyard. It was filled up with tears before I put the dog in there. Don't get me wrong. It was a tough time, but the vet actually come to the house, put the dog down. And then when my 18-year-old dog passed away, I was like, is that service still available? No, we don't do that no more. I guess they had some bad times, but so it's even worse when you got to take an animal to the vet and you got to walk it out of there when it's fucking lifeless. It's tough.
Now with what we're talking about, there was a couple years ago, I think she was from Utah, Oregon, something like that. There was a female that she was terminally ill, and she made the decision to end her own life. And at that point in time, I was not quite in the same head as I was. And I was kind of like, all right, so now we are promoting self-suicide through medical means, this, that, and everything else. But now, after growing up a couple years and stuff, and I want to get your guys' opinion on this. If you, a loved one, if somebody, close to you was terminal, do you guys think that, not us, like I can't make that decision for my wife, Pops, you can't make it for your wife, nobody can do that. But if your spouse in a clear head says, look, this is what they say I have, I've got a good 2 months left before there's going to be a rapid decline. As soon as that starts, I want it to be over. I want it to be done medically and humanely. I just want to go. What are your guys' thoughts on that now?
No, it's gotta be a natural process. I'm sorry.
Once you go down that road, it's a slippery slope. Because when does someone else start making the decision? Well, about people that are undesirable.
Yeah, I'm not playing God. It's just got to be a natural process. That's it for me.
For yourself. I'm not saying for your wife.
For anyone. Okay. I mean, as far as I'm concerned,
it's all about quality of life. I mean, we've said that over and over and over again. And I don't know any proud human being, much less an animal. They're both equally proud, I think, in their souls. Nobody wants to live on life support. I mean, they're not living at that point, honestly.
I'm going skydiving, and I'm not pulling the fucking chute.
That's called free falling.
There was a malfunction.
Hey, you know what? I'll have to say, at least you didn't ask anyone to do it for you, which is at least a little bit of
tiny. Well, I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I mean, if I get to the point to where it's done, over with, whatever, I've lived on the other side of it. I don't want people to I don't want people fucking, suffering, worried about me. I'm going to live my life. 100%. And when it gets to the point to where there's no hope left, I'm going to run off a fucking, I'm going to jump on the bike, run off a fucking cliff. I'm going to jump in a airplane and go skydiving without a parachute or whatever. Dude,
Okay.
fuck it. When it's done, it's done.
Right.
But I don't even consider it suicide. It's like, no, I'm done.
I think there's almost like three things we're talking about here, because Blue is almost talking about, I just kind of want to end it before it gets to be a struggle. And then SoCal's talking about somebody who might be unresuscitatable or whatever you want to call it. And then you're talking about burning in yourself. I mean, there's kind of like three different things we're talking about here. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to end anything early for anybody, but I'm definitely a part of that do not resuscitate mentality. Like if I'm a vegetable, and if you have me off of all the medical shit, and if I die, don't fucking struggle to bring me back if I'm in a condition where my body is not going to bring itself back. But then as far as what TR is going, that's taking your life in your own hands, which I say that's your own decision. So that's what
I was just playing off of your words. Maybe I didn't understand what TR was saying originally, but yeah, I mean, if I was, frankly, I don't know if I'd have the courage to. I guess it depends on how much suffering I was going through, how much pain I was in, how agonizing it was. Granted, the demise that I had been handed, but I don't know that, somebody just told me, hey, you're going to die in 2 months. And I felt fucking fine until I died. Then I probably wouldn't do something like that. But on the other side of the coin, if I had to spend my life in a iron lung and with tubes and machines keeping me alive, I wouldn't want that either.
Well, I've had the unpleasure of watching my father die and my wife die of cancer. So, not that I'm correct, not that I'm right in my decision, but like with my wife, I smoke, I cuss, I drink, I am like the worst fucking person you could put as the protocol of what you need to do. And yet my wife died at 35 of cancer. And I had to watch her die of cancer for like 4 or 5 fucking years. So I have a very, very distinct perspective of that. When they diagnosed my dad of cancer, he died in 6 months. And yet I still smoke. I'm still, because I've kind of realized it really doesn't fucking matter what you do. Either it's your time to die or it's not. But when it comes to my time to die, I'm not begging for my life, because I've lived my life. I've done a lot of shit. No, you're not going to fucking radiate me. You're not going to fucking pump me full of fucking chemicals trying to save me. Yeah, I didn't live a pure fucking life, but my wife did, and you killed her anyway. Talking to life. And when my time comes, if you decide that it's my time to go, I'm going to just go. I'm going to go fishing. That's what the fuck I'm going to do. Hey, you're not going to fucking feed me chemotherapy. You're not going to fucking radiate me. I'm going to change my diet. I have done a lot of research on that. I'm going to change my diet, try to prolong my life as long as I can. But motherfucker, you are not going to inject me with chemotherapy. You are not going to radiate me. And I might get another year or two out of my life with that. And I hate to be so fucking depressing with this, but that's just my experience with cancer. And I'm going to have fun. I don't give a fuck. And I guarantee you the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be fucking. I'm going to be fucking a lot.
Boobies. Everybody loves boobies.
When I was a young kid, I'm talking like 6 years old, 7 years old. When my grandfather passed away, he had colon cancer, and he lived there in our house during all the way up till the 2 days before he died. We put him in the hospital, but I was just able to sit and talk with him, and I know that he was in a lot of pain during that time, but that was the most and best quality time that I spent with my grandfather, besides when he took us fishing when he was well. But he didn't want to give up, but he didn't want to go in the hospital. He wanted to die at home. But the last 3 years, I was stuck in bed, and that pain that I was going through. I mean, there was times when I just wanted to eat a bullet. I mean, it was just so bad when you just even think about moving, and that pain would just rack your whole body. But I mean, I got through it. So you just never know. Sometimes maybe the best option is just to click it out if you're just going total terminal to get away from the pain. But that's got to be an individual system. We don't need the government to grant us a right for that. And just opening a law for assisted suicide, that's just open a whole nother can of worms that we don't need in this society. That's all right. About that.
Farmageddon 2018. What's happening?
Oh, there is no Farmageddon 2018. It's been canceled. Let's just
God
not talk
damn it.
about it right now.
Son of a bitch.
Blue, I promise I will not forget you.
Shit, by that time, my fucking piece of shit car has been going fucking
Somebody,
downhill. I might not have wheels to get there.
Let me see if I still have your phone number.
So if and when there was ever another Farmageddon, because there probably won't ever be, but if and when there is, just in retrospect, what new guns or new toys would you guys bring?
No, I'm definitely bringing that 3-round burst. I've already got approval for that. I can't bring the semi or the full auto, but the 3-round burst is a go.
I'm sending you a text right now. Let me know if you get it. I don't know if this is your same number or not.
I have not changed my number in about 20 some years. So,
all right. Well, there's the secret squirrel information right there.
All right.
It'll be a normal deal Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, bust out on Sunday.
All right.
You have a message, sir.
There it is.
Nice.
I'm using my phone as a camera, so I can't check it right now. But
crap, I forgot. I could have been
don't
texting the fuck out of you.
Don't even fucking start.
I should have been texting the fuck out of you for 2 months. I love when you get so belligerent, fucking angry, upset about. You have a message, sir.
I knew it was you without even fucking looking at my phone.
Fuck.
We're right here. We have an internal chat. Speak to me here.
No, I mean when I'm not involved in this.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Not in the
For
panel.
anybody that does not know, SoCal is like the tallest motherfucker I know.
Oh yeah.
Next to Tool Monkey. I think Tool Monkey's
He's
taller
a big son bitch too. Don't get me wrong.
Well, Big Johnson's like 6'6" or something.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
SoCal
I'm winning the tall contest at the farm until Tool Monkey shows up, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
It's nothing to be proud of. I hit my head a lot.
Yeah, you should bring old Tool Monkey this year.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the second tallest guy instead.
Yeah. If there is another Farmageddon or
there won't be
Farmageddon, let me know. And yeah, I would definitely Tool Monkey will come down. The only reason he didn't come down, he had there's some health problems going on with him or his wife or something. I forget. And, he wasn't able to make it, but
well, you're on the Farmageddon.com website, right?
mm-hmm.
Don't you already understand what's going on?
Well, I turned off my notifications because y'all fucking text so much. I don't really know.
Apparently, you didn't want the invite, so fuck you.
It's funny.
No. I want the invite, but 100 fucking texts a day. I can't deal with that.
You can tell. I can tell exactly when it's 5 o'clock on the fucking East Coast because my phone explodes around. I don't know. It's like 1:32 in the afternoon. I get like 100 text messages within like fucking half an hour. It's like, okay. And then Big Johnson's eating that big semen covered fucking whatever the thing that was. Jesus Christ.
If there is a date set, would you, if you don't mind, Rob,
I just
set it. Go ahead and send it again, and I will check. Because
I just texted you. It's all good.
Okay, thanks. Yep, I got it.
I think Daniel should drive down with Hot Pot and Scotsman, man.
Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket. That's what we're gonna start calling him, Hot Pocket.
You see the side chat, the internal.
Okay, I can't mess with Hot Pocket because he's my old racing buddy.
Looking that up. I've got the clearance to go because it might be a chance for my wife to see her uncle. He's fighting a battle down there.
No.
Okay.
I'll tell you a story in a minute.
Road trip.
Yeah, he wants to come down, which would be cool because he shoots a lot of 3-gun and USPSA and stuff like that. So anyway, it's a different format this year, guys. Get ready. Different format. But I don't want to drag the conversation in that direction. Let's y'all talk whatever you normally talk about.
If there is an event, I was thinking about flying to Florida, picking up somebody, and then headed north.
I don't blame you one bit. Just bring a marshal with you.
Go to Atlanta. There are lots of good people that'll pick you up at the airport there.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a good story, man.
I think you missed his point.
I did.
Nah,
I don't know what he's talking about.
But we don't like to talk
about somebody that might need to be.
Oh, gotcha. Now I'm with you. Somebody that might be enough said.
Talk about that guy that died down there that might need a burial service.
Enough said. Might have to deliver some flowers or something.
Yeah. Horse head shit.
Or a horse head or fishes or a couple.
I'll tell you what, I have not jumped on that individual's. I don't even want to call him an individual. I haven't jumped on that ass fucks page for months. He could be dead. I don't know.
He's hadn't posted in months and months and months and months. So,
well, he's in the planning stage.
Yeah, well, he better plan really good.
That Billy said he's going to bring Stormy Daniels to the farm.
I don't know who that is, but that sounds good to me.
Stormy Daniels is a porn star that supposedly Trump had an affair with, and she's suing him now for this, that, and the other reason. And
definitely.
Now, do you see what Bald wrote?
And I don't want her there if she's suing Trump. So,
did you see what old Bald and what Fowler wrote?
No, I'm not watching the thing.
Well, he goes, "Oh man, Daniel at the farm, it'll turn to a Bible study." Val, all I got to say is, don't fall asleep.
You know what? We could use a little bit of that at the farm.
Mm-hmm.
So.
He'd fall asleep. He would wake up a new man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
actually a great idea.
That's
redeem Val.
Exactly.
I just want to say that if anybody wants to bring strippers at the farm, I doubt they will be rejected.
I thought your rule was no women.
There's no women allowed at the
There
farm.
is no women during the shooting, but we didn't say shit about at night.
There's a difference between a woman and a stripper, though.
Well, you got Scotsman coming. Just have him bring the skill.
All right. So I'll just make
I'm
it
gonna get
perfectly
hate
clear.
for that. I'm
I'll
gonna
just
get a
make
lot
it
of hate for
perfectly
that.
clear. There ain't none of that going on. Period. So
All right, no
y'all can
strippers.
dream
Damn
it
it.
all you want. That doesn't do nothing but trouble. So y'all can do that the day you leave.
I bet you we could get Midas to dress up like a stripper.
I'm all into that. I'll even throw him some dollar bills and shit.
And Mel.
We'll have to throw dollars at who can make the biggest fire, and Midas so far has record for that.
And yeah, might as well get the
Well, now that depends on where the fire was. There was another guy that made a fire there. Maybe it was God in the
talking about a little
lightning.
brush fire.
It was
Yeah,
lightning.
that was a pretty good fire right there.
That was
About a
lightning.
quarter acre. Yeah, it was Brad.
Lightning.
Brad.
It was the Brad lightning.
Yes.
It's clear sky Brad lightning. Yeah.
Well, there'll be none of that either. As the years go by, we learn how to make it more fun and more safe, which is great,
Pyro Brad, don't invite him with his damn fucking
nautical
flares.
flares.
Yeah, that sumbitch is on a sailboat right now in the Caribbean. That's the kind of guy he is, just so you know. So
they're
Captain.
fine out in the ocean. They just weren't good in the field. 100 miles from the fucking coast.
right, yeah.
It's hard to set water on fire with a flare gun.
Yeah, don't set one of those off on a good, nice, breezy evening. They travel.
Or 6 of them.
But then again, my boss.
One night.
I can't believe my boss didn't leave the farm with no face. Just remember, he was he had his face in the mortar. Anybody remember that?
I try to forget shit like that.
He didn't believe me until he watched the video that he was taking.
He was taking.
Then he was like, "Dude, I'm not going to drink tonight."
I guess that's no worse than me looking into the fire to see if the 50 cal was blowing off. Almost took my fucking head off.
Are those things getting warm yet? Bam!
Boom! I'm very fast reaction time though. I'm not worried.
You had your safety goggles on. You were good.
I would have to say, Rob, as far as getting some YouTubers together and having an awesome fucking time, even if you never do another, holy shit, what a fucking blast we had.
Yeah,
memories for days.
That was the best time I had for fucking years. I mean, that was just no worries in the world, just fucking cutting loose. And
the coolest part about the farm is you get to interact in ways that sounds fucking gay. Let me rephrase this. You get to hang out and interact with the people that you only see literally on a screen. I'm touching a screen, but I can't touch the guy's shiny head. You could fucking give him, punch in the gut. You can kick him in the nuts. You can wrestle him to the ground. You can drink with him. You can cheers with him. You can cook food for him and watch him enjoy it. Nothing replaces that shit. It's fucking memories for life, and it's so fucking cool to be able to come together and really get to know, so to speak, the other side of the flat, two-dimensional video that is TR or Daniel or Robbie or whomever. It's fucking awesome, Robbie, and you were the man for enabling us to do so.
Yeah, putting up with our shit.
That too.
Thanks,
Matham. Always gets to talk about weird shit. I am a weird motherfucker. Admit it.
He's strange. He's family though.
Scotch. That's what happened.
Yeah, Yeah, when you run out of booze at the farm, you know you fucking partied.
True. I think
Not much chance of that.
I've always left a little Black Label there. Thank God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll never forget fucking TR showing up. I got there just a little bit before him, and we're fucking sitting there at the fire, and he fucking walks up. It's like, hey, TR, you know, how are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Fucking sitting there, and I'm drinking a beer. He's like, what you drinking? I'm like, Bud Light. He's like, oh, my shit's back at the truck, and I just keep fucking drinking. He's like, hey, Dick, I'm asking you if I can have a beer. I was like, well, I only brought so much, goddammit, but here you go.
And there was like 10 cases of Bud Light in that shed. I ended up blowing up 24 of them like a few months later. There was so much shit in there.
Yeah, you know, and for anybody that does not know, don't get us wrong. For the entire day, nobody's drinking, and we're shooting, and we're doing drills, and we're doing all our shit we do. But when it comes time to put the guns down, there is some heavy fucking drinking and fucking with each other going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's separated by dinner time, basically 5, 6, 7 o'clock, whatever. Everybody's good about that, you know. That's cool.
I know when that cop showed up, I already stopped shooting, put my guns up, and because I had somebody comment, oh, well, you were drinking, and I was like, I stopped shooting. It was time to start drinking.
Yeah, I walked up to him with a Heineken in my hand.
Yeah,
because I was done. I was like, I'm done. I showed him around, and he got a few laughs and took a few pictures and moved on.
That was epic.
Nothing
nice epic.
Nothing beats that fucking picture I fucking sent to you guys on text message. Did you get that one with the deputy and that other person?
I don't remember, man.
What the fuck you looking at or something like what you looking at, you crazy fuck?
I just remember him. He looked at all the guns when Rob, because we were all talking, and literally, I mean, don't get me wrong, I was done shooting. I didn't even have a gun on me, but I had a beer in my hand. I was talking, and then Rob was like, "Look around the corner," and he looked around, and there was like 20 or 30 fucking AR-15s just fucking on the rack.
That was the gun show right there.
It's like $50,000 worth of fucking rifles on the back of a box.
I would bet it was closer to 100.
Yeah, it might have been 100 grand worth of
good looking guns out there.
He was like, holy shit, can I take a picture of this? He literally asked us if he could take a picture of it. And you were like, yeah, go ahead. He was sending them to his buddies at work. And he was like, y'all got more guns than we got in 3 fucking counties.
And we were like, yeah, I know.
That's the idea.
Yeah. It's America. He was cool.
Yeah, he was cool.
He told us to he didn't really tell us nothing. He was like, okay, just sounded like World War III in here. The neighbor said, come check it out. So I checked it out. See y'all later. Bye.
Yeah, well, he said that we're not normally we hear guns going off a lot, but nothing like this. This was a little bit abnormal, so we thought we'd check it out.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by.
So tell the neighbors, get over it and get used to it.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, once, twice a year, this shit's going down, and then, come Sunday morning, we'll be out. They can go to church and have their peace, but Friday, Saturday, it's full on.
So they only sent one sheriff there?
Yeah, the newest guy, apparently.
That sounded like a police prank right there on the new guy.
I mean, he was cool. He drove up in there. He was very timid. He was like, listen, I'm just here to check shit out, and I was nice to him and everything. I'm sure if I'd have been a real dick, he'd have probably gotten his car and drove the fuck off because he didn't want to deal with what could have happened. But I was nice and he was nice, and we just showed him around, and he got in his car and left.
Oh yeah, it was very. It was like, come on in. This is what we're doing.
That's cool. Meet the law enforcement officer from my area. Everybody was cool about it. And
Over here. Oop, I'm still on mic. Sorry about that, guys.
Blue talked to him. Blue was like, "Hey, I'm a fucking cop from blah 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 and da da da," and it was all good.
yeah, it's probably better to leave on a good night's positive note than anything otherwise. I mean, there's nothing to be bad from that situation where you leave a cop. It's like, hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming by. You know, here, have a fucking hot dog on the way out. You know, appreciate your time. You know,
We wasn't doing anything wrong. We wasn't doing anything illegal, and there was no reason to be an asshole about it.
yeah, exactly.
And that's exactly what we're doing. We were like, "Oh, you think you saw a lot of guns? Look around the corner. Look at that." And he was like, "Holy shit." And he started posting fucking videos and shit to his damn buddies and stuff at work. And we're like, none of us were fucking scared because we knew we were doing nothing illegal. Nothing. It was like, we invited him to go shoot with us. It's like, well, hell, if you're off tomorrow, come over here and we'll go shooting. It's like, I don't know if I can do that. And it was like, well, if you're not on duty, come on. Come on.
I just got that picture on text. I forgot about that one. That's funny as shit.
That was the perfect pose.
That was awesome. I hate to look at that sumbitch, but you're right. It'll be fun.
Hey, I didn't wreck the fire pit. I had nothing to do with that, Henry. That was somebody else, and that's why Blue's flying to Florida.
That motherfucker's gonna pay. He'll show up hogtied, but
yeah, I hope Buck comes this year. He hadn't been in a little while.
Yeah,
be fun to have him back there. Crowd's getting big, but like I said, different format. We're gonna keep it kind of. We're gonna do some cool shit, man. It's gonna be fun. Less just spray and pray, fucking Armageddon type shit, and more like fun stuff. We're gonna set up some cool shit. So
Organized tomfoolery.
yeah, you're gonna learn something.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
All right. Well, I promised to bring the lever action and the single actions, and anybody that wants to shoot them as much as they want, fucking break that sumbitch in.
Yeah, those are fun. I think you and Baldwin Curious need to go ahead and head revolver through the pistol course. You know, I think you could take him with both of them.
I don't know. He's pretty fucking good with the damn single, the revolver.
Speed loaders, so I say he has to hit 2 on steel. You hit 1 on steel. And I bet you could take him.
Well, I do have a GP 100. I'll have to get some speed loaders and do some practice. And I'll bring the HK P7 for SoCal to shoot.
No, don't shoot it. Just stop shooting it. Put it away, man. Just
it's too late, dude. That's a shooter, man. Fucking burn that bitch down.
Yeah, I saw it. It was very nice. Very nice, actually.
I was shocked. I can't remember if I had owned mine back then or not, but
no, you didn't.
At some point, I did end up getting one, and it cost you. I'm not going to go into that, but Yeah, I like as old as yours is. I just put it away. Just
No,
save it. Just save it.
this
That is a.
I'll bring it and you will shoot it.
I will shoot it if you bring it, but I'm telling you not to do it, man. That thing is worth some bank. Actually, even you could shoot the balls off of it, and still, it's still going to be worth bank. As long as you don't
Trust
fuck
me,
it up.
they shot
As
a
long as you
lot.
don't.
And
As
the
long as you
one
don't.
little bit it would be shot at Farmageddon. It's not going to hurt it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just about to say. You can shoot it all you want at this point, and as long as you don't like throw it in the dirt and step on it,
No, I don't do
fuck up
that.
the finish on it, and any of that. But
So no torture tests? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, keep it clean. Whatever. It's gonna hold its value for sure.
Giggity. All right, boys, I got to jump off. I got to be an hour south of here at 5:30 in the morning for some strange reason, but
Jury duty.
no. And El Rey,
Yeah,
El Rey
5:30.
was the king. I'll just leave it at that, man. Y'all, good talking to y'all.
All right. See you later.
Take care, Rob.
Later, Rob.
Bye.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll use CZ. I shouldn't say snobs, but
Fanboys.
fanboys. This is the gun that I shot in that video today. I know it's a clone, the CZ75B clone. This, I'm proud to say, was at the first Farmageddon when no YouTubers were there but me and Rob 4 years ago. I've owned a CZ for 4 or 5 fucking years. I was on board way before all these other fucking fanboys jumped on.
I wish I could be there to lick your boots.
But yeah, that's it. That's the gun the very first gun. If you ever seen any of my old videos of me at Farmageddon, the first Farmageddon, like I said, where me and Rob were the only ones there. CZ75B. 4 years ago, you some bitches, you think you caught on to something. No, I was ahead of the curve.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
No. I mean, everybody wakes up at different points. I'm just saying that 4 or 5 years ago, I was already sporting a CZ75. Now, as far as the shadows and blah, 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 no, I still hadn't caught on to that. I'm not.
Yeah, there's that.
I'm just the basic in 1975. If you bought a CZ75, it would look just like this. Single action.
You say single action?
What's that?
You said single action? It's only
Yes.
single. SA only?
No. I mean, you had to drop the hammer manually. It is double action, single action.
Just no decocker.
Yeah, no decocker. Which is, let me unload it because if I fuck up, I'll fucking do a live shot here on a.
Yeah. That's easy though. You can just delete the video and plug the hole.
So this gun, when I carry it, I load around. It's cocked and it's cocked. You just lower the hammer, and I usually pull it back to half cock, and that's the way I carry it.
You out of here, Blue?
No, just fucking around.
Okay. Just practicing your Waltons.
Exactly.
All right. I didn't think you were that old.
Oh, I'm not, but my parents, they watch that stuff religiously on, what was that, TV Land or some shit like that?
I just had the theme song to that show go through my mind, like ding 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 ding. Fuck. That's gonna be stuck in my head all night. Damn it.
That took a lot of cutting and pasting to get that to fit.
You nailed it.
To this day, I know this is way the fuck off topic. I will still, if I see Little House on the Prairie, I will still fucking turn that on and watch it. I don't know what it is about that show, but I like it. And then the Ridiculous.
I'm kind of guilty of that with the Brady Bunch for some reason, which is even worse.
No, I watch myself a fair share of Brady Bunch.
Well, I don't know where to go with that, but without getting too political, it's not even political, but our fucking moral compass has fallen so fucking far that, you know, you and I, the people on the panel here, probably the people in the audience out there, we get the wholesomeness and appreciate watching that. But now it's like, holy shit, these kids are, if they're not sex violence, it's not even rock and roll. What our parents thought was going to be detrimental to us was rock and roll. And it's like, holy shit, these kids are watching porn, fucking videos of people killing each other, and they're clinging on to that. And when I was growing up, you know, the worst thing that was going on was some music.
Mm-hmm. Now, just look at your TV today. You know, I mean, that's like I like watching Last Man Standing with Tim Allen. Love that goddamn show. That is a great show. But in the commercials for that show, you have reality shows like Bridezilla, or I don't know the correct terminology, but the Little People Big World. No, Little People Big World wasn't bad, but it's a different one with little people, and it's all drama, it's all sex, it's all like what the hell's with these reality shows to where you've never met a person. We're gonna stick 6, or let's say 6, I don't know the rules, but 6 females with 1 male, and by the end of this fucking show, you're gonna have a wife. What the fuck?
After you fucked them all at least twice. That's the most fucked up part of it. It's like, yeah, okay, well, our date's over now. All right, I'm gonna go fuck this other chick, and then if we hook up tomorrow, it'll be awesome.
Yeah, you might be able to be on TV for another 2 weeks.
That's insane.
Don't get me wrong. There were some kind of but looking, if you compare it, holy shit, if you compare it, the sexual content of what we grew up with, and I know Blue, you're a little bit younger than me in SoCal, but
Not to mention Daniel. Good God.
yeah, he's old as fuck. But I mean, I think they invented dirt a little bit after Daniel. But anyway, Benny Hill was the worst thing I think I ever seen as a child,
Oh,
as a
Hill
young
was it.
adult.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Benny Hill was, as much as sexual innuendo there was, he got his ass kicked for trying to act on it. You just have to go back and look at it. It was like, we want to touch, we want to feel, we want sex and all that. And the girls was fighting back. And I mean, if you really look at it, of course, today's times, they would probably think, oh, look how sexist that was, or whatever. It's like, well, yeah, it was sexist, but at the same time, the girls kicked his ass every fucking time.
Right. All right, TR, I've got a huge favor. We all, everybody here, we've heard of the Bill Cosby scandal. We've heard of what's been going on with that. Yes? Yes, no?
Mm-hmm.
All right. TR,
Yeah.
if you would indulge me for, I think it's about 54 seconds. I want to do a screen share, if I can get my screen pulled up for that. This is a video from one of the older Bill Cosby show things, to where this came to light many, many moons ago. And I found this the other day. I think it's hilarious. So I'm going to do a screen share, and I'm going to play a video. So there's a screen share. Let me do this. Let me do this. Oh, nope, don't start yet. Damn it. I got to make you full screen. All right, here we go. This is hilarious.
Well, now, it certainly is nice to see them work things out for themselves.
Yeah, anything out for themselves. It's my barbecue sauce.
Not seeing it.
Your barbecue sauce.
My barbecue sauce. Haven't you ever noticed after people have some of my barbecue sauce, after a while when it kicks in, they get all huggy-buggy?
Oh, stop.
I'm dead serious. Haven't you ever noticed that after one of my barbecues and they have the sauce, people want to get right home? Let me tell you something else. I got a cup of it up on the night table.
It's not. Does anybody else see it? I'm not seeing it.
Left it up there breathing. Why don't you
I'm
get
not seeing it.
these people that's going up and
You're not screen sharing it.
Oh, man, are you serious?
Yeah, you're fucking it up, Blue. Come
Damn
on,
it.
bro.
Hold on. Oh, man, I thought I was screen sharing that.
You're trying to do it on your phone.
No. I'm doing it off the computer. What is going on here? You are presenting. Oh, wait, there we go. Share. I forgot to hit the goddamn share button. All right. Are we now screen sharing?
Sort of scoot your shit over to your right.
All right. Let me pull
There you go.
this up. And then, all right. Now are we full?
Yes.
All right. This is Bill Cosby, and I don't know what fucking year it was, but this is hilarious.
I love your neck, honey.
Well, now, it certainly is nice to see them work things out for themselves.
Yeah, anything out for themselves. It's my barbecue sauce.
Your barbecue sauce.
My barbecue sauce. Haven't you ever noticed after people have some of my barbecue sauce, after a while when it kicks in, they get all huggy-buggy?
Oh, stop.
I'm dead serious. Haven't you ever noticed that after one of my barbecues and they have the sauce, people want to get right home? Let me tell you something else. I got a cup of it up on the night table. I got a cup of it, I said. Left it up there breathing. Why don't you give the chicken to these people that's going up and have some sauce?
So here's the rest of the chicken, you guys.
Dr. Swoop, I love this chicken. Mama Rudy, this is real nice.
All right, that's pretty much it. But is that not a prelude to what just happened?
Yeah, that shit just happened, didn't it?
Mhm.
Have some date rape drugs with your friggin' barbecue sauce.
I thought that was hilarious.
What's weird is stars like that. It's like, dude, you're getting pussy thrown at you from left and right. Why do you need to use date rape drugs? I don't get it. I don't get it.
TR, click off my picture. I'm still the only thing people are seeing.
Okay.
Now it's a power control thing. That's where they get, that's where they get on it.
I wish that I knew when that episode was, like what year, because that's a prelude to where we're at today, and they were making fun of it. I just think I think it's hilarious.
And you see that old SoCal took off to hide his barbecue sauce.
Well, I don't. Like I said, hell, I was a nerd in high school, and I still got laid. Just saying. To be honest, I'm a nerd in fucking adulthood.
Yes, hello TR. We're having problems at the shop. Can you tell us how to fix this? Yes, you do this, you fucking do this, you do this, you do this. 5 minutes later, hello TR. We're still having problems at the shop. Can you tell me how to do this? That was kind of funny.
Yeah. He's alluding to some phone calls I was getting before we started this chat. I'm like, God damn it. I just told you how to do that.
Literally.
It's hell being a tech guy. SoCal can probably fucking understand that. But the problem is the guys I was talking to, they're supposed to be on the same level as me. It's like, you should be able to figure this out. And they can't.
But and I'm not saying anything, and I don't expect you to talk smack with anybody you work with. But whenever the first conversation is the exact same as the second conversation, there's something wrong with that. Just pull out the paper, look at the operator code versus the supervisor code. You'll get it.
Now, I think I remember you, Blue, getting some phone calls one night from your work.
Oh yeah. It does happen quite often. I mean, it's but I mean, it was just funny actually jumping into the chat and seeing TR going through it, and then no shit, 5 minutes later, it was the exact same thing.
Yeah, I walked away from the computer and was like, okay, go through the fucking menu, and
he didn't even turn his mic off. We heard the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, it wasn't live. Yeah, there was no reason to. I was like, dude, okay, go through the menu. It'll tell you, okay, clear this alarm. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. But it was like, it's hell being in a technical field, and you expect everybody to understand everything the way you do.
Hallelujah.
Because they don't.
Hallelujah. Thank you, brother. I have no idea what your guys talking about, but I just walked into this and damn Skippy.
I would have told him just walk up to the wall, pull the plug out there for 10 seconds, and plug it back in.
Well, you got to clear these alarms out manually, and Blue, me and Blue was on. We were online here before the chat started, and the guy called me, and I'm like, okay, go to this screen, go to this. The codes are in the cabinet. Pull the book out, and then 5 minutes later, sure shit, he called me back. I don't understand. I'm like, God damn it. Just, go to the screen. Put in the fucking code. It's written right there. It's no secret. And he still couldn't get it. It was just like, holy shit. And I'm not even, I didn't even work today. This is my day off.
Now, do you get paid if somebody calls you, or
Nope.
is it just helping out a buddy?
Just helping out. No, I don't get paid.
I feel your pain, brother. I know your pain. At all hours of the evening and the day and the weekends. It turns out that I got put on hourly. I used to be on salary, and I was working like 10-hour days, which, I was happy to do, just get my shit done. And turns out that HR found there's this weird law in California where if you're an engineer or somebody that's on call 24/7 and a couple other little things, but if you're expected to be available 24/7, then they have to pay you hourly, first of all, and then second of all, if you're called on off work hours, as in you've already worked an 8-hour shift that day, or you're on vacation, or a sick day, or whatever, it's instant overtime as soon as anybody interacts with you regarding work. So in California, it's like an instant 2-hour overtime minimum. You call me and have me answer a question, that's 2 hours of pay right there, even if it took me 30 seconds to answer your question.
Yep.
And so I'm like all for that. I've been doing salary for like 14 years now, and it's like, this is awesome. I get to go to work at 7 a.m. I leave at 3:30. I take my quickie little half-hour break, which is, mandatory by law. You can't take anything less than a 30-minute lunch. But it's freaking great. And then every friggin' Saturday, like clockwork, at like somewhere between 11 and 2 in the afternoon, security calls me, hey, we can't do this, or hey, we can't do that. I don't even pick up the phone. It's like, can't help you guys. I don't have authorized overtime, so I can't help you. I would love to answer the call. You could probably fix your problem in like 3 minutes, and I'd make an extra, 2 hours of pay. But yeah, oh well, sorry, can't help you guys.
Yeah, the corporate math and their fucking numbers. We don't even have to get into that because I do work for a big corporation, and holy shit, their corporate math is it's like Common Core. It don't add up.
No, it's so weird. I had a buddy of mine. He and I went to sushi the other night. We were at this restaurant, and his daughter texted him a math problem that she couldn't understand, like why or how to answer the question, because it was so just obvious what the answer was. It was literally baffling as to how or what they were expecting for an answer. And basically, it was just a square with the number 235 in the middle of it, and the description, and then like a 15 on one side of the square. And the question was, because there are 235 square yards inside the square. One of the sides of the square is 15 yards long. Why is the entire square 60 yards in circumference? Or why is the linear foot or the linear value of the entire outside of the square 60 yards? And it's just like, good Lord, how do you even answer that? It's because it's math is why. It's like, what the fuck? It's the stupidest shit. Oh my God. I just, yeah, blows
And
me
that's
away.
something that she will never have to use in her entire life.
Yeah, why not just say it's because math? That's the answer, because math.
I mean, if you go into a field where math is involved, I get it. You know, and in my field, math is involved. So I kind of get math. Numbers mean they make sense to me. But don't ask me sentence structure or vocabulary, because I will fail at every fucking time. I didn't even say that sentence right. That's how bad I'll fail at it. But give me a mathematical fucking equation, I can figure that out. You got to run with what you're good at.
Yeah, I'm fairly decent. My dad used to grill me when I was a kid. He always wanted me to be the best I always could. I think probably all of our dads did, but he used to grill me like whenever he was driving me somewhere. He, you know, based on what grade I was in, he'd like, okay, what's, you know, in, you know, like third grade or whatever it was, what's 27 times 5? And he wouldn't stop hounding me until I got the right answer. And just bullshit like that continued until I was basically smart enough to not keep driving around town with him. And he actually taught me how to do math in my head fairly quickly. And it's kind of a weird, it's not like normal school math, but I always get the right answer, so it works, you know, whatever. And then there's his year 6 covered who couldn't, he's right in the same boat as UTR. He can't do math ever, which is scary because he reloads and he should be able to do just basic math.
He should. Is your 6 cover should know math. It's like, okay, there's a fire that's like 50 foot tall. We got to do this to put it out. That's mathematics. That's what it is. We got to hit it at the base. We got to do this. We got to do that. You know, 10 foot of fucking spray over here. 2 foot over here.
His analogy, I still remember it to this day. Put the wet stuff on the red stuff. That's all you need to know. It's all the math you need.
All right, guys. It's been about 2 hours. We're right at it. And
PR, you can't shut me down. I got
Go ahead. Go.
Another, I kind of alluded to it in the intern or the external. Have you guys seen the crazy ass bitch that sent like 77,000 text messages to her quote unquote boyfriend that she wanted to bathe in his blood? She wanted to do all this other stuff. Have you guys seen this?
No.
Oh my God. Yes. This, here we go again. I'm going to attempt to screen share this.
All right, no math involved.
It's a minute and 23 seconds. This is every guy's dream girl. So let me hit the screen share, hit share, get onto this screen, make it bigger. This TR, if you, I don't want to do anything bad with you and Sonya, anything like that, but if you ever break up, this is your next chick.
He's the one of all light. Now we know the story of light. If he doesn't want to be with me, he's not the one for me, but he's still the story of the light. Like the Holy Grail, I found that in him. I was traveling around, and I told him I was in California. I wanted to stay in California. It was while we were still kind of talking before, because I scared him. So while we were still talking, I told him if he ever blocked me on WhatsApp that I would come and move here. So he blocked me. So I came here. Oh my God, now I love him so much. I just want to love him so much. That's it. And if he doesn't like it, then I'll go home and I'll love my ex-boyfriend. What am I supposed to do? Has he blocked you on any? I never had a butcher knife. I had like little flippy knives on my road trip. People try to hurt me. I'm a single girl. I drove across America. I don't carry a butcher knife. No. I felt like I met my soulmate and everything was just the way it was. And I thought we would just do what everybody else did and we would just like get married and everything would be fine. But that's not what happened. 65. When you're finding love, not everything is perfect. This was a journey. And I want to apologize because nobody would ever be more sorry. Did you ever really hurt him? No.
All right, I'm done.
So, Psycho girls do exist.
Dude.
Well, I will say the good thing about, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but like the girlfriend I have now, Sonia, as far as she's concerned, she could go without speaking to me for 2 or 3 days, and she's like, I don't need to talk to you. And kind of as a guy, I kind of appreciate that.
That's cool. I dig it.
You can't tell me that shit is fucking hilarious, though.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the
thing that's creepy the most about that chick is the way she breathes through her nose after the end of every sentence.
I get it because I've actually been with a couple of those girls, and it's like when you finally escaped, it was like, holy shit. that chick was crazy.
Yeah, you know you found a winner when you have to have the Orange County Police Department escort the bitch out of the house.
Yeah.
She won't leave.
That's why you never invite a chick to your house. You always go to their house so you can leave. Just for you single guys out there, just a little tidbit of information.
Apparently, that bitch sent like 77,000 text messages in just a couple days. And like one of the text messages was like, I love you so much. I want to cut you open and bathe in your blood so that I can soak up your whatever the fuck.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was going to go to bed now and all of a sudden dream about that.
that literally, I mean, that just happened within the last couple weeks.
And I thought it was an endearing term to say, I want to wear your ass like a hat.
Put the lotion on the skin.
And all you women out there thought that we were crazy. There's crazy women out there coming after us. We got to be vigilant and pay attention.
All right. It was one of those things I wanted to do that way earlier in the chat, but I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot about it. And it was like, shit, I got to do this before we leave because I can't even say I've ran into a crazy bitch, but that is a whole bunch of craziness right there.
Yeah, I ran into a couple of crazy bitches. And they could probably say the same thing about me. I don't know, but yeah, they're out there. Be careful, single guys, when you're dating. No matter how good the pussy is, be aware of the whole picture.
Mm-hmm. I just put her phone number out there if anybody wanted it. I'm not sure of the area code, but the last I heard it was 8675309. And we just lost TR.
I caught that.
You got it there, SoCal.
What?
You got it.
Oh yeah.
I got it.
All right, guys, let's end this. It's definitely been 2 hours by now. Thanks everybody for coming by, and yes, El Ray is passed along, and more importantly, to be honest, I'm more heartfelt and remorse over Blue losing his partner, his K9 unit, his dog, than my chicken. And give Blue some props and give him some wow, dude. I mean, El Ray was kind of like a sideshow, but you losing your partner was way more hurtful than me losing El Ray. Well, and I just want to say that, and not to bring everybody down, but anyway, Blue, do an outro.
All right, TR, I appreciate the hell out of what you just said. You know, it sucked on my behalf because he was a partner, he was a friend, he was everything for 13 years. But there again, you know, you're downplaying your own story because El Ray was, he was a rooster. I mean, everybody's like, oh, he was a rooster. But you know what? That was your rooster, and that was your pride and joy for at least the past fucking 3 years. You liked showing them off. You enjoyed everything. So that means to you as much as what my guy meant to me. And so let's not downplay anything. Just you guys out there in the side chat, everything else, just if you could just say a couple words for TR and myself tonight when you go to bed, and I'll be happy with that. And thanks for the great chat, everybody. It was a fun time, and we'll catch you guys next Tuesday.
All right. I appreciate that, Blue. Daniel, would you like to do an outro?
Well, hey, TR, Blue, SoCal. It was nice being on here with you tonight. Appreciate
it, guys. Okay, simple enough. SoCal, my brother.
Brother. Hey, thanks for having me on. I know it's been a long time since I've been on. Usually I don't like getting on in the middle of the week, but I'm in a kind of a fuck work kind of situation right now. I don't give a fuck about my job right now. Just kind of disgruntled employee in general. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't care if I don't sleep tonight. Fuck it. I'll just get up and go to work when I feel like it tomorrow. So yeah, I'm getting to the pet situation. I don't envy either of you brothers. Losing pets is a motherfucker. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible for all the reasons I've discussed in the previous moments. But my heart is with both you, Blue and TR. All I can say is I'm sorry and condolences, and there's always going to be the next one. So look forward to living and loving the next creature that you fall in love with, and look forward to it because it's going to be just as awesome. And you'll always have great memories of the previous.
TR, you're muted.
Yeah. This damn new computer. The mouse is slow. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming out, and I appreciate it. I know we didn't get into any deep subjects sometimes as we do. But at the same time, we touched on some subjects that we're all can relate to. And with that, later, everybody.